Sterling Heights needs to be able to talk openly about its past challenges, its mistakes, it's about its success stories, and about its plans for a more vibrant and prosperous future for every resident and every business in Sterling Heights.
As the fourth largest city in the state of Michigan, Sterling Heights has never had a State of the City address, until now.
Today is a very exciting day for Sterling Heights as we're embarking on our first ever State of the City address. As Melanie said, I've been on the City Council since 2009, so I'm coming up on 7 years serving the city. And since the very beginning of my time on council, I've always felt an obligation to promote initiatives that improve transparency and give residents and business owners and really every stakeholder in the city the tools that they need to be better informed about our city government.
The city's first ever State of the City address was held on September 30th at Wyndham Gardens. Mayor Taylor spoke about the city's achievements, new initiatives, economic updates from 2016, as well as plans for 2017 and beyond.
With good planning, financial discipline, I'm proud to say that not only did we survive that economic downturn, not only did we survive that last decade, Sterling Heights has emerged stronger and healthier, and Sterling Heights is leading Michigan's historic comeback. It is Sterling Heights that is making Michigan the comeback state.
The complete presentation of the State of the City can be seen on SHTV Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. With Van Dyke now fully open, you may have noticed some of the aesthetics of the road have improved. With new icon signs at every intersection, the Sterling Heights Chamber of Commerce and members of City Council and other leaders were on hand for a ribbon cutting to signify the road being complete. After the ribbon cutting, a ceremony was held at 16 in Van Dyke, hosted by Home Depot and the Chamber. We spoke to Drew Buckner of MDOT about the project.
Well, I mean, Van Dyke, or M53, is a major urban transportation corridor in Macomb County. For us, for MDOT, it's a major progression route. I mean, we move a lot of traffic on Van Dyke. For the community, it's, Van Dyke is like a destination, for a lot of folks. There are a lot of businesses here, restaurants, like the mayor was saying, industry, food, places to eat, that type of thing. So, I mean, it serves a lot of purposes. Like I said, for us, it moves a lot of traffic. For the community, it's a major urban center. So that's why it was important. And it was deteriorating at a rapid rate, so we had to address it.
The mayor and members of City Council were extremely pleased at the benefit of having a major thoroughfare open to the community.
This is such an important opening because Van Dyke is one of the most important thoroughfares, not just in the city, but in the whole region. The number of businesses up and down this city would rival any major thoroughfare in the Midwest. So to have this open, to have it in the condition it is in, is really a great thing for Sterling Heights and for the businesses here.
Well, first of all, this has been a long time coming. We worked many years ago when Lil Adams and Richard Noddy were still alive to get just a quick fix for our businesses on Van Dyke. The potholes were ridiculous, and MDOT stepped up and helped us get that done, just a temporary fix. Now here today, it's beautiful. Our businesses are once again going to thrive. Our residents are going to be able to get from point A to point B much easier. And like I said, this day is a great day for the city of Sterling Heights and its residents and businesses.
The Van Dyke corridor is very important to the city of Sterling Heights. It's kind of like our spread out downtown. It was in bad shape and needed repair, so we've waited a long time to get it started, and it's so wonderful to have it completed now.
It's so important for our city. It's one of the main thoroughfares through our industrial area, and you know, it's surrounded by industry on one side, and you figure our small businesses and box stores on the other. So in order to bring people into the city, we needed to have some good roads. We had so many complaints for so long that we're just glad that we were able to cooperate with all of the government entities that had to get involved in order to get it fixed. So I'm grateful that we're able to help the residents of the community, not just those that live here, but those that drive through here. So amen, it's finished.
The past 5 years has seen a serious rise in a growing epidemic: opiate abuse. Recently, using drug forfeiture funds, the Sterling Heights Police Department has purchased 60 Narcan pens to give officers in the field a tool in helping to save lives.
Well, the city obviously saw a need to have officers equipped with the opiate overdose reversal drug Narcan. And our fire department's carried it for years, and the idea was police officers are stationed throughout Sterling Heights. We usually have anywhere between 15 to 20 cars on the road. So the idea is when someone calls 911 and there's a medical emergency, we have officers sometimes right in your subdivision, could be even on the street of the caller, and we can be there in a minute. So if we can be there in a minute with that life-saving drug, it makes a world of difference, obviously. And that is what prompted the idea of getting Narcan in the hands of our patrol officers.
The pen is used by injecting Narcan through the nose to awaken the overdosed person.
So when someone gets high and they start overdosing on this opiate, the heart rate can slow down to 0 and the person dies. So the idea is before the person stops breathing, we get Narcan into their body and we spray the Narcan. We use an intranasal sprayer, so it's like a syringe, but there's a foam tip on it, and we spray it into the nose of the unconscious person. That drug, that chemical, reaches the brain and it stops the opiate receptors from taking in that heroin or those prescription drugs. So it, within minutes, can reverse the high and get the person breathing again. And that's the power of Narcan.
Opiate abuse has increased exponentially in the past 5 to 10 years. And the Narcan pen works on both heroin users and those who have overdosed with over-the-counter pills.
And some of these people started off with legitimate prescriptions for pain meds from a doctor. Then they got, for Oxycontin. Oxycontin's a very powerful pain pill. They got hooked on the Oxycontin, and then the prescription ended, and then you're left with having to go buy heroin. Heroin is a very similar high. So the next thing you know, you have a 20-year-old person from a really good family that had a knee injury. And the next thing you know, they're looking for heroin, to buy some heroin to keep that high going. And then they overdose on it. And this is someone that is just finishing college, has made no mistakes in their entire life. And there they are on a floor dying from a heroin overdose. And it can happen in a window of 6 to 12 months. So the idea of not saving that person, that's not an option. You save the person, you give them a second chance, and hopefully they get the treatment they need, they get into rehab, because that person's life, more than likely, they'll be able to turn things around, and everyone will be grateful that we had that Narcan available.
A new restaurant has opened in Sterling Heights and recently held its ribbon cutting. The Sterling Heights community gladly welcomes the only drive-through Mediterranean and Middle Eastern food establishment in Macomb and Oakland counties. Known simply as Shawarma Grill, it is sure to be a new favorite restaurant for local culinary connoisseurs. It is located at 15 Mile Road, just east of Van Dyke, next to the Grapevine Wine Shop. Stop by to get your fix of chicken shawarma or maybe some fresh homemade hummus. Shawarma Grill also does catering and delivers for those busybodies that can't find the time to step away from the office. Being family-owned and operated, owner Ziad Bata is proud to open his second store in Sterling Heights.
This is Shawarma Grill 2 in Sterling Heights. Shawarma Grill 1 was established back in 2014 in Southfield. We serve fresh, daily made Mediterranean food. We specialized in shawarmas, beef and chicken. We are like a fast casual Mediterranean style restaurant where you can create your own sandwich, select your bread, you pick your fillings, you do your own veggies. We have a fresh veggie bar that you can select from. We're happy to be serving here at the city of Sterling Heights. We serve fast service, not fast food. Everything is made daily and fresh at the restaurant.
The Department of Public Works recently held its first ever open house. Kids of all ages and even some adults enjoyed the sights and sounds at the event. The DPW handles maintenance for all of the city's vehicles, from police cruisers and fire trucks to snowplows and construction equipment. They also monitor and maintain drinking water and sewer systems to ensure a comfortable lifestyle in Sterling Heights. Despite all of the rain, there was no shortage of fun for kids as they were able to climb in and out of some of the many vehicles used by the city. Hard hats and safety vests were handed out as well to ensure that safety is a priority. DPW Director Mike Moore was excited about the residents learning more about what the DPW does.
This is our first annual DPW open house, and what makes this event important is residents now have the opportunity to learn about what Public Works does. Not only do we plow the streets, take care of the city sites, but we also provide safe drinking water, make sure we remove your waste, repair all the city equipment that we own. So there's a lot of activities going on here, fun, interactive activities where residents can climb into the trucks. We have the demonstrations out back of underground excavation work, hydrants running, loading of salt, chipping of tree branches and such, a free lunch, a lot of free interactive demonstrations for all the residents to partake in.
Sterling Heights residents interested in martial arts have a new location to try out karate. It has been Sensei Ulo Jabari's dream since childhood to own and operate a business that gives young minds a chance to grow both mentally and physically through structural training and after-school programs. That passion became a reality not long ago as the Sterling Heights Chamber of Commerce officially welcomed award-winning Jabari's Martial Arts Academy to the community. Here Sensei Jabari discusses the goals he has for the community and why he picked Sterling Heights.
I think Sterling Heights is kind of important to us because of there's so many cross-cultural barriers here that helps us with this, which means that there are different ethnic background groups, which makes this so much easier, so much better.
Opening soon will be Phase 2 of the Academy, where a plethora of equally important academic-type classes will also be held in addition to martial arts training.
The academic portion just deals with tutorial, math, science, technology, spelling, and English. That's basically what we're going to do there. And of course, our dance, performing arts, kids will get a chance to explore themselves from the inside and out through the performing arts.
Martial arts, being a very disciplined craft to learn, helps them to become better people and keeps them off of the streets.
So from Jabari's Martial Arts Academy to Sterling Heights to across the world, we're going to make some big strides, but we need your help. We're at 43702, right at Shana Road, in Sterling Heights, Michigan. Come by and see us.
And finally today, to end on an up note, the Sterling Heights Farmers Market recently held its second annual pet parade.
This is the popcorn dog. I was told by a 6-year-old. Popcorn dog. All right. Can we have number 3? Let's give a round of applause for number 5. 7, folks. Number 7. Number 8, folks. Number 8. Number 13, please. 14. Applause for number 11, please.
Thank you. There you go. Thanks.
Number 3.
There you go. So much. So welcome. Thank you for coming out.
Congratulations. Come on up.
Thank you.
One more round of applause. Let's get a round of applause for the judges, the grand prize winner.
Thank you for doing it.
Thank you, everyone. We'll take a picture.
And that's going to wrap up this edition of Sterling Report. Now that we're in Fire Prevention Month, the Sterling Heights Fire Department would like for us to remind all residents to check the batteries on their smoke detectors. Till next time, take care.